Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back to the World of Madness SMP. It's been a few weeks since the last proper episode of World of Madness. Week before last, went up a little bit late, but we had episode 17, a story episode of World of Madness. Short, 5-minute long episode. All focused on story and lore of what exactly is going on with the World of Madness server, where I fit into everything, and a bit of lore about other stuff as well. And I am quite happy with how that turned out. But today we're back on the World of Madness server in the SMP format, as it were, because today we've made some progress. Oh boy, that is a lot of mining that got done. And obviously it's not finished yet. There's still a few bits and pieces down here that need to go. But for the most part, other than a few bits and pieces, like the trenching here and these parts here, we're done with the terraforming. Almost. Like, very, very close. We are very, very close to being done with the terraforming. And I'm actually really happy with it. Now, you can see a lot of cobblestone in the ground around these areas here and this area here and a little bit over that way. That is a ravine, or several ravines, actually, I think. And they're actually really annoying. I've fallen down a ravine at least twice, maybe 3 times at this point. I died to it once, which was quite irritating. But yes, that is what's been going on the World of Madness server so far. Now today we're not going to be doing any of this, or we might do some of this later. We might finish putting down the sand, and then we might actually start flooding the bay. But that's not what today's episode is going to be focused on. Today we have 2 main things, and server auto restart, we'll deal with that in a moment. But today we have 2 main things. So today what I want to do, first things foremost, I would like to... Interesting. I never noticed that before. Never mind. Not important. Today, first and foremost, I want to do George's second quest. So he's got a new quest in the in his little MMO sort of thing that he's been working on, and I thought it would be an interesting experience to go and do that. Now I've been informed that it's parkour, which I'm not particularly good at, but yeah, we'll find out. And secondly, another thing that I would like to get done is Lying's lumber mill. Now we've been building in a creative test world. We've been designing or putting together a design for a lumber mill. And there are 2 things that I need to do for this lumber mill. I need to build a cargo ship to bring the lumber and other stuff and building materials to Lying's Island, because he doesn't have a nether portal. So I'm going to build a cargo ship so that I can stick a nether portal in it. And secondly, I am going to build, or I'm going to sort of start the design of the lumber mill on the server. We've got the design in a test world, but transposing it onto the server, I need to take some measurements and get some stuff done. But that's what today's episode is going to be about. Now I'm gonna head over to the shopping district. I'm going to take a look at George's new quest, and we'll see if we can do it in a reasonable amount of time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the shopping district. We have a lovely overview of it so far. It is looking quite nice, as it usually does. I think eventually I will be putting a shop here, but Maybe not this season. We already have plans for how we want to do things over the next few months, and we may end up finishing the season fairly soon. Well, maybe not soon, but like within. We've got at least a few months of the server yet, but eventually we're going to have to transfer over to 1.17, and people are looking forward to that. But that is not why we're here today. Today we are here to play the game. To play the quest game. The quest game that is made by George. And today's quest is in here. And the light is turned off, so the quest has not been completed. Now, there's a short story, a long story, and this book. Now, I'm going to read this book first. Okay, so let's see. Hello, my child. Thank you for coming to talk to me. Ida tells me you are one for adventure and are not scared for a bit of danger. You are like my younger self, before my peg leg, that is. Anyway, I'm sorry for rambling. I have this map left to me by a dear old friend. He left a story with it. I'll leave a copy there for you, as I think it may have something to do with the map. I believe there is to be an abandoned mine there, used by the people before us. There are stories of treasure being hidden there, but I would go myself, but I'm not in the shape for it. The reason I wish for you to go is there should be a rune there, if the stories are true. I only wish for the rune. You can keep all the treasure as a reward for doing this. Interesting. So we have a short story and we have a long story. Okay, so the short story is 3 pages. The long story is 8. I'm not going to read the long story. That's a lot of reading for what is essentially going to be a 20-minute episode. So, there was once a kingdom ruled over by 4 lords. Each lord lived in a castle of the stone they believed to have magical properties. One by one the castles fell. First the diorite walls, next the andesite walls, then the granite walls. Only the stone brick castle stood. Okay. The stone brick lord understood that it would not be the stone protecting the people, but the people themselves. A battle commenced, man against monster. There's a fair few spelling errors, but I get the gist. Okay. Now, where are these maps? Here are these maps. And these maps are not helpful. George! Let's go and see where this map, where this map quest is. And we'll take our faithful steed, a George. George the horse. Okay. Where is this? Right. I have found the quest area. I was sort of on the right track. The map is a little further down than I thought it was, but I managed to find it eventually. It also managed to lead me to one of the older landmarks that I was looking for in another episode. But this is the quest area, I would assume, since there is a bed and there is a mine. And do this puzzle first. What is the puzzle? I don't know what the puzzle is. Easy mode, on or off. Is there a lectern around here with a book on it? I know there was one at the last thing, but I'm gonna assume that's correct because the stone brick castle was the one that was left standing in the story. I guess. Right, what if I do that? Oh. Oh wait, is it like... No, those are two different pistons. I'll assume that this is the correct answer, and we'll head on in, I think. Right. On the assumption that George hasn't completely cheat-proofed this, I'm assuming that there is a key that I'm supposed to find somewhere in this first segment, but I sort of just cheated a bit by just sort of... I'm not going to be able to do this now, but like just hopping up there from there. But I'm assuming that there is some sort of key that I'm looking for, because there was a key thing on the other side of that, but I don't see anything about a key, so I'm confused. George, your puzzles leave a lot to be desired. There is very little explanation here. Quite confusing, actually. Ugh. No. There we go. See? George, you need to proof the things. But also, I don't know what this is, because I can't see anything that could potentially contain a key. I'm assuming it might be like some way to skip that first part, but I don't know. Confused. Anyway. Oh, or maybe that's... Maybe the key is to unlock those blackstone pieces. That might be what that is. Right. I don't have a bloody clue where key 1 is. But I found key 2, so I'll take it. Jumping down into here. I'm guessing key 1 was just like a sort of preliminary just recovery step? I don't know. But I couldn't find it. I spent a while looking. I got through to key 2 after I turned on easy mode, because George, whatever this parkour is, it is not simple. Take the arrow. It is definitely not simple. It's mostly given me a headache. at this point. I have a headache. My brain does not function anymore. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed watching me fail spectacularly over and over again in a third-person time-lapse. It was certainly interesting content. Now that that's done, I can fail at pressing that button. Oh, good, it's daytime. And we can go back to the inn, because honestly, that whole thing has given me a headache. So yeah. Right. George. Instructions unclear. I don't know what any of these levers do. You need more instructions. Give me the lead. Alright, horse. We return to the... Ah, that's a tree. And I'm back. Oh. Good lord. Okay. What? What? Okay. That was weird. Right. Here you go, old man with the peg leg. Where do I stick this shiny rune? Do I just throw it at you? No. Okay, I'll put it in here for you. I'll turn on this light. And I'll leave you to your weird business. Whatever that business may be. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Put that away. That is the second quest complete. I was wearing my armor, but it didn't matter other than the fact that my durability on my boots is now almost gone. Oh dear. Well, at any rate... Oh, that was that quest done. I want to head back to the base, because there's a few things that have happened since the last... since the last few segments, that I would like to show you. Now that that is over and done with, I can get back to doing things that I actually... Well, things that don't actually give me a headache for a change. So, over the past few days, I have been putting together... or I've been working on some stuff in a creative test world. So I haven't really had time to do anything on the server. That being said, I have been doing stuff on the server. So over the past few days, I have finally finished off this canal section. We're in the process of leading down the sort of the incline into the main bay, after which we will then cover this entire area in sand, and then we will have the bay project pretty much almost complete. I installed a bridge because of the fact that there was no longer sort of an area that I could walk across here, so I decided to install another bridge over the canal section, same as the one that is over there. And what we're going to be doing now is installing our dear friend Goon the Bartender in the bar. Because he's been sat in a boat for a very long time, and I think it's high time that... high time? Time. I think it's time that we actually install him in, well, where he's actually meant to live. So I'm going to quickly make a small route into the pub, just so that our friend doesn't end up running off. Stretch that out to there. Yeah, I think we're good to let our friend out of his boat. How do I? There we go. Okay, so Goon, go. Come on. You can't sit in a hole for the rest of your life. Oh, shit. Come on. Come on, Goon. Move. Come on. Right. Come on. In you go. Now. I need to put you... Oh, bugger. No dancing on the tables. Come on. Off the table. I have enough people dancing on the tables as it is. Yes. No. Getting there. Come on. Come on. Goon, we're almost there. You're so... No! You gonna dance on the trapdoor now? Ugh. Come on. Oh. Oh, good lord. Come on. Slowly does it. We'll get there. Slowly but surely. Just a little further. Come on. Ah! There we go. It's done. Goon the bartender is here. He is here and ready to serve. Well, whatever it is that illagers serve. I'm not completely sure about their alcoholic tendencies, to be quite honest. But yes, it's done. It took long enough, but it's finally done. And I can tear down this ugly cobblestone stuff. And we're one step closer to being able to flood the bay. There is a sheep down there, and there's a creeper in a boat with another illager, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. But we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. I need to fix up that small terrain issue. And eventually, yes, we will have the bay flooded. In fact, the flooding is getting closer and closer by the day, in all honesty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me for this episode of The World of Madness SMP. We will be back next week, hopefully, fingers crossed. I know that the episodes have been a little bit scattered at the moment, but I've been having to deal with real life issues. But don't worry, nothing is going to stop me from doing my from creating the content that I want to create, and the content that I love, and the content that I hope you guys enjoy. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me today. It has been a pleasure. Have a very good evening, everyone, and a very good night. We shall see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.